all about my money, get my guap and turn my higher than a bitch, I'm off the oil, they don't get it. Running up my money, I'm getting my money, I'm talking my chicken. Bitch be talking that shit, but whole time told that bitch to listen. Running up this shit, but whole time ain't no competition.
Alright, y'all, it's cracking, y'all. Right back, part two. You feel me? What's blessing, cousins? Boy, MrSitchy in the instantly. So we still watching the Katt Williams, like I said. You feel me? I'm gonna play a little bit more of the audio, let y'all hear whatever the fuck, see what else bro gotta say. You know, hear some more of his opinions. We have 13 minutes and 20 seconds. I'm gonna probably watch it till like 20 minutes even-ish. It's about 5-6 minutes. And listen and see what else he gotta say and then talk some more. Not gonna be this video, bro. See, let's get it though.
The truth is the light.
I didn't have nothing on with these.
Amen, amen.
Shit. I kind of get on there.
Right.
After that, I don't really kind of know where to go. Let me one more time.
Right.
We good now?
Because the people want to know, why did he get blackballed?
Yeah.
Because in 30 years I've done nothing but collect information, knowledge, and your secrets. So if you and a man was in a corner doing something you wasn't supposed to be doing,
you would tell it.
No, somebody come to tell me.
Okay.
I gather that. I value that. I'll pay for that. Come, tell me. I know so many things I shouldn't know, and they all know it. They all know it. Why? Because you don't make me the villain. Not the guy that raises black children who ain't never done a hard drug in his life and don't have no stories of doing nobody dirty. And they'll just go out and they'll lie. The industry doesn't mess with Katt because he didn't show up for the studio. No studios have ever said that. Look at my IMDb. It will show you that no studio has ever lost money with me on the script. How? That's why I'm saying, that's why I can't let Ricky Smiley say he was supposed to play Money Mike. Because I wrote the words for Money Mike. I designed the hair for Money Mike. I collaborated with the wardrobe department and made outfits to make sure that no one in America would be wearing what Money Mike was wearing. I told him to go get the Prowler. I then told him to paint it purple. I told him don't have an actor at playing a pimp. We could get an actual pimp, Archbishop Magic Don Juan to play. Like, I did far too much work for somebody to come years later and try to tag along just for their own self-aggrandizement.
Why didn't Cube set the record straight? Terry Crews could have set the record straight. Mike Epps could have set the record straight. Why none of them set the record straight?
That's what you were supposed to ask him when he told you those lies that no one's ever heard. Right, but he's telling you something no one's ever heard of. Nobody has ever heard, Ben Affleck and Matt Damon was in a movie, and somebody said, y'all should switch roles. And, like, this is a business.
But that's the thing, Katt. Normally when people will give you information, I'm thinking I'm hearing it for the first time, and they're giving information no one else knows or has ever heard. So I'm taking them at face value.
These are like, this is like Steve Harvey telling people he used to be homeless. That's my story. That's not his story. Steve Harvey wasn't never homeless. When Mark Curry was touring with him 25 years ago, he was making $3,000 a show in cash and doing 5 shows a week. They just tell the stories. Thanks to my wife, I'm where I am. You said that about the first wife. You forget that? You told us it was her. Then you went and married somebody else that think like a man. Like, what are you talking about? They think they can rewrite history. Guy Torrey did a beautiful special about the Comedy Store and Fat Tuesday, where he said that Steve and Cedric and Kevin Hart and Tiffany Haddish came through there and made all lies. Steve and Cedric never performed at the Comedy Store at all. Tiffany was only seen at the Laugh Factory. In 15 years in Hollywood, no one in Hollywood has a memory of going to a sold-out Kevin Hart show, there being a line for him ever getting a standing ovation at any comedy club. He already had his deals when he got here. Have we heard of a comedian that came to L.A. and in his first year in L.A. he had his own sitcom on network television and had his own movie called Soul Plane that he was leading? No, we've never heard of that before that person or since that person. What do you think a plant is? Maybe people don't understand the definitions of these words.
So Acorns is a financial tech.
Man, actually, I just want to say, fuck it up. right there. These commercials be smacking, bro. Like, actually, I'm gonna play a little bit more of no bullshit, but like, bro, you hear them though. Like, damn, this shit crazy, bro. Like, that ass, bro.
I bought everyone's gifts today with my...
He just did his documentary with Chris Rock where he shows you that his whole upbringing in comedy was on the East Coast.
Yeah, it was.
So how simultaneously was he here in Los Angeles doing the same thing? It didn't happen. It didn't happen. And I hate to seem like a petty individual for picking apart lies, but Jussie Smollett gonna keep lying until you say we don't believe you. Like, it's important in the checks and balances of the universe that liars not get to make complete narratives for themselves.
Are you not afraid about being blackballed again? These are some power people.
What do you mean again? These people are not powerful. Satan can't create anything. That includes blessings for his people. That's why, you know what the number one job of somebody that sold their soul in Hollywood is?
What?
Is to act like it didn't happen. They all do the same job. Why do you think Gary Owen can't cross over and he already white and been in comedy for 25 years? If what I say ain't the case. It's a cabal. It's a consortium. They rock with who they rock with and they don't with who they don't. But I'm not scared of being the competition any more than you were when you lined up across from a superior team. Yeah, on paper, they're a better team.
Right.
They have all the assets and resources and we don't. But let us get on the line, boy, and see if that factors in. I guarantee you it won't.
Wow.
Because Shannon Sharp got to be a different person than that other person.
Absolutely.
And he always was. That doesn't change when I change teams. That remains the same. That's how a legacy is built.
So
all of these shortcut takers, they've canceled me for talking about Harvey Weinstein before the thing came out, but he offered to suck my penis in front of all my people at my agency. What am I supposed to do? He did all of that. I'm thinking I'm the only black person on the script. I get there, there's 3 other black guys on there. Woo. Huh.
So you wonder what they did to get that?
I told him no. What y'all do? And this is why when I walk in a room, heads go down. Behind my back, I'm nothing. I'm just a regular old comedian that's bitter and jealous. But in my face, no. The king has walked in and they have to respect it only because I've not taken the shortcuts. I've not been funded. They pay you to not talk about things they don't want you to talk about. They tell you that themselves. I can't do that because Steve told you that he stopped doing stand-up because he has 7 TV shows. The only problem is when he stopped stand-up, he didn't have those 7 TV shows. He stopped stand-up because he got in a comedy battle called the Championship of Stand-Up Comedy with one Katt Williams in Detroit in front of 10,000 people and lost because Katt Williams said he was actually bald and that was a wig. And I went in and that's why he couldn't do stand-up anymore. Imagine him coming to tell you another story where he got so big and it was Bernie and them's fault because they wanted to be movie stars. What? You called Ocean 11 to get that nigga's part. What do you mean you didn't want to be a movie star? So on the behalf of Bernie, I would have to say what I have to say.
Have you ever been on tour with any of these guys?
Every guy I mentioned to you is not funny out there in real life. So no. Faison's never done his own tour in 30 years. Steve Harvey don't do stand-up no more. Cedric doesn't write. I'm sorry, he doesn't write. Ricky Smiley has been playing the same old black woman forever. Like, you can't get a young fan base with that. Like, you gotta be doing karaoke around the country to make that work.
Right.
And he is. But I'm a stand-up comedian. This is my 19th 100-city tour. I'm not gonna have a conversation with these lazy bums that'll take a shortcut at any point. Yes, it's easier for you to juice than to get in the gym. But you don't get to bring that body in here talking crazy.
Talk about how good you look.
What? No, there's too many comics out there that are putting their life on the line to tell these jokes, man.
Okay.
Man, pause it right there. Bro, he's saying some real shit, and I feel him, bro. Like, people be saying it all the time, like, Kevin Hart not really funny, a lot of niggas not really funny. And I say it too, I feel like a lot of comedians were never funny, and they aren't funny, you know what I'm saying? Like, they get on stage, and they make livings off these jokes, I ain't gonna lie, bro, but this shit just be kind of mediocre, you know what I'm saying? So I'm like, listening to all of this, everything he's saying, like when he was like, nigga, doing a sense like, okay, with Kevin Hart, I can speak on that a little bit real quick, you know what I'm saying? So, before Kevin Hart had Soul Plane, if I'm not tweaking, before Soul Plane, or maybe, and these roles probably came after Soul Plane, but during that time, nigga, he played this motherfucking, basically this gay role, bro, up in one of the Scary movies. I don't know if it was like between Scary Movie 2 and 3, if I ain't tweaking. I don't think it was 1 though. But it was like Scary Movie, like, maybe it was between like 1 and 3, maybe 4, but I think it was like within, you know what I'm saying? So, him and I forgot the other, like, comedian, actor, what you call it name, but he a bigger, heavy set individual, you know what I'm saying? And, he the main actor in Blackish. You know what I'm saying? If y'all ever seen Blackish and shit, he the main actor in Blackish. I just can't think his name and shit right now, but them two, you know what I'm saying? They had this role. You know, if y'all ever seen a Scary Movie and shit, a lot of y'all know this role, but they had this the scene. But they had this scene where they was up in a tent, and they basically was doing like zesty as hell, singing to each other, singing like I Can See It in Your Eyes. You know what I'm saying? And they was over there taking clothes off and shit while singing to each other, and motherfuckers got a Vaseline and all type of shit. And at the end of the scene, basically them niggas was fucking. You know what I'm saying? So like, I think after that, you know, you gotta do some type of like public humiliation, some type of like little zesty, little sweet shit, basically like we talking about, like the man basically offering to suck his motherfucking dick in front of his whole fucking office or fucking whatever the fuck, you know what I'm saying, or his colleagues, whatever the fuck, you know what I'm saying, it'd be shit like that. So it's like, Kevin Hart, I feel like that was one of the roles he played where it helped him land bigger roles like Soul Plane and shit like that, because basically, like he said, bro, to really get into Hollywood the way a lot of these niggas is set, you gotta do that shit, you feel me? He like, I refuse, that's why I'm big, my name big, just off of me being myself and standing for what I stand for, same for Dave Chappelle, same for Bunny Mac, shit like that. But these other niggas, bro, don't let them fool you, bro. These niggas is not solid, you feel me? These niggas is puppets. So like, I understand everything he said that I feel it. Like he said, like, nigga, you literally can go watch an interview, and it's a couple interviews with like Kevin Hart, even his documentary, nigga, where he's speaking and showing you like all his comedy started off on the East Coast, Philly and shit like that, you know, so more so from Philly to, you know, that way, New York or whatever the fuck type shit. But like he started his comedy that way, and then like you said, how he just end up on the West Coast with his own movie though. Like it ain't like he co-starred, like he had other motherfuckers who had already kind of been in Hollywood and shit like that, you feel me? I met them, these motherfuckers is co-starring in your movie. And these motherfuckers is, they bigger than you already, rappers, all types of shit, but they co-starring and all types of shit in your movie, playing co-roles and all types of different shit, you feel me? So like you said, like how you automatically just go from this to that, just dead ass. There's not one black man on this earth who's done that shit in Hollywood. Basically like, in current time. And I don't know, cause you think about it, you know, like, Bill Cosby, you know, you got a lot of motherfuckers, Sidney Poitier and all them, they was in Hollywood, you know what I'm saying, shooting these different movies and shit. There's some other actors and shit like that. JJ from Good Times and some movies with Bill Cosby and shit before the Good Times and shit like that. Motherfucking, Richard Pryor, you know what I'm saying, all these motherfuckers and shit like that, but it's sad to say motherfuckers was basically saying like during their times they was low key getting down, kind of doing the get down on both ends too type shit. I don't really know, but like it's kind of stories on that shit. Like, you know, them niggas was kind of playing on both tips. Like, you feel me? Like, cause you see them niggas became real successful too. Katt Williams real successful, but his success got harder. I'm like, you see, soon as a motherfucker like either start doing something that they don't like or refusing or whatever the fuck to do something that they want you to do, bro, that's when they start blackballing you. That's when the blackballing come. Like, oh yeah, you either telling too much information or we want you to do this and you said no and you start this, that, and the third, so now we gotta be closing doors on your ass. Fuck you talking about type shit. Like, so that's what he's speaking about. About. So I get it, bro. Like, it ain't nothing new to me. Like I said, motherfuckers be trying to look at this man like he crazy as hell or something. And this man know what he be talking about. You feel me? This nigga be dropping real jewels. Like you said, this motherfucker's like risking their life to tell these jokes out here. Like, you got other motherfuckers out here just telling jokes, and I ain't nothing wrong with it, but they not really, you feel me? There's knowledge and shit behind our jokes and all type of shit, but we giving info, we filling y'all in while making y'all laugh. These niggas is distracting y'all. They are the distractions, that's the point, because they are puppets. We getting on here, we trying to teach y'all. We trying to teach our people up in their eyes, like, look, at the end of the day, we getting on these stage being funny for y'all, but look, these motherfuckers are trying to fuck y'all. They trying to fuck us right in our face. Fuck is you talking about? Yeah. You know what I'm saying? We gonna make it sound funny and shit, but nah, deadass, these motherfuckers got us fucked up. But then you got these other niggas getting on stage and they just puppets, they just telling y'all jokes to tell y'all jokes, all types of shit that don't mean nothing, don't come from nothing, ain't teach you nothing. No source to nothing. You feel me? That's all he's saying, you feel me? So shit, I get it. Okay, I'm finna continue to watch some of this shit while I edit and whatever the fuck, but you know what I'm saying? Instantly. It's your boy MrSitchy, already know what to do. Keep the mics coming, keep the subscribes coming, and I'm gonna get out with y'all. It's our kid.
Higher than a bitch, I'm off the oil, they don't get it. Running up my money, I'm getting my money. I'm talking my chicken, her little bitch be talking that shit, but whole time told that bitch to listen.